The S&P is within about 50 points of an all-time high. We have a ceasefire. Markets moved on that news, and we got a ton more to talk about with oil and TLT. That's what we're breaking down today in the Trader's Edge. So with that, let's dig in. All right, traders, like I said at the top, S&P closed up more than 1%, up 67 points. Really nice day. It has broken out. Looks like it's trying to make an all-time high. That took place on February 19th. We closed 61.44. The intraday all-time high is, I believe, 61.47. So those are kind of our two targets here. It's amazing how strong they look. The Qs, an even stronger story here. They look so strong. The all-time high from the 19th was 539.52. We're 539.70 on the close. Guess what, folks? New all-time high in the triple Q. Pretty stunning, the move that we've seen here in the Qs, and just goes to show you that, yeah, you know, we can get lifted by a lot. Now, we were even higher, but at the end of the day, we had a weird rollover out of Apple. It closed the day actually down. It was the only major stock that I could find that was red. You know, gold was down, silver was down, all the risk-off materials were down. Anything energy-related was down, but tech, mega cap, just Apple, and it was really weird. Happened in the last few minutes of the day. Take a look at the intraday chart. Apple's looking fine, and then right around 3:30, just boom. So I don't know what pushed that, but not a good look for Apple. The rest of the Mag 7 stocks, though, looked great. So what pushed us higher? Take a look at oil. Absolutely demolished over the last 2 days. I believe oil and the S&P have now decoupled. So USO, oil, WTI, Brent, they're no longer going to be leading the market. The market is going to be kind of news-driven, things along those lines. It is not going to be dictated, at least for now, unless things heat up in the Middle East again. Oil is now kind of its own thing again. It's not dictating which way markets move. Bonds continue to look strong. TLT closed at 87.40, highest it's closed since May 7th. So oil or bonds are in an uptrend. That's another really bullish thing behind the market. You know, Q's all-time high. IWM had a pretty nice day. Didn't beat the Q's, but it was ahead of the S&P and the Dow. Usually a good thing. IWM, this might be the bust out. You know, I've been telling you for some time that it's got a lot of ground to make up. The Q's are an all-time high. You'd have to go, you know, the Russell needs about another 20% to get up there. So I think there's real upside here, real catch-up in the Russell 2000. Pivoting to VIX, it got demolished. We told you this might happen. You know, it's now back to kind of early June, early May, kind of post-April calamity levels. We're going to see where it goes next. When I look at the term structure, it's telling me that it thinks vol could go lower. We've got a really nice spread between VIX and the VIX future. That tells me a short UVIX play, a short VXX, a short UVXY makes some sense here. I'm going to be looking for those plays over the next few days. Some major movers today that were out of our Mag 7, AMD and Intel. AMD was up 6%, almost 7%. Intel up 6.5%. Intel, total breakout. we're just waiting to see. I mean, we're waiting to see if it can close over the, the 200-day exponential moving average. It gets over there. We're going to be talking about a potentially really big upside move in Intel and AMD. I mean, this thing might be going back to 170. It is on a tear, folks. We're Marvell, another one showing that. Now, after the bell, we did have Micron earnings, or tomorrow after the bell, excuse me. Micron's been on a crazy run. That's going to be your first major earnings to watch in earnings season. Micron Tech, MU, reports after the bell on Wednesday. So that's going to be one we're watching closely. For the week, I mean, we've had such a strong run. I think it's almost a foregone conclusion that we are going to touch that new all-time high. Speaking of highs, I do want to show you one more name. Now, you recall, Frank and I had a discussion post-U.S. invasion or U.S. bombing, but pre-ceasefire about a bunch of defense names. We talked what could happen. The scenario that happened Monday night was one of the ideas that he laid out. But he gave us some defense names, and I want to share with you BBAI. Frank shared this yesterday morning. It is up 25% today. All you had to do was attend live on Monday morning at 10 a.m., and you would have gotten this idea. 3 out of his 4 ideas had really nice days. RCAT was up nicely. This is one he liked. And then CMTL, which was another one, did have another nice day, continues to look stronger. So all of Frank's ideas, pretty darn good. There's still time to join capital gains, but what I want to point you toward is what's happening on Thursday. On Thursday, there is a VIX trade developing that you're going to want to be a part of. I showed you what that VIX term structure looks like. There is a huge opportunity there, and I want you to take advantage of it. How do you do so? Sign up for the webinar on this link. If you're watching me on YouTube, please like and subscribe. All right, folks. I am Mark Sebastian. Make sure to check out that link, and I'll be back tomorrow to wrap up another day's trading. I'm Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.